Ladies and gents, welcome back to another video with myself, Ollie. Now, I know I say this every time, but we have got an incredibly special one for you today. In a few days, I will have been in China for 3 years. March 4th, I believe the date I came here was in 2019. Since that time, nobody has been able to visit me from home because just 10 months after I got here, COVID began, and it's been very, very difficult for anybody to get to China. Today, in about 10 minutes, my friend's about to meet me here for the first time. So we're going to capture it all on camera. We're going to try and get his raw reactions about coming to China. You know, he's done 3 weeks quarantine, and I haven't got a script for this video. I don't know the direction it's going to go, but we're going to hang out for the night and talk to him and see what his experience has been like traveling here and how he feels about coming to work and live in China for the next year. So I'm kind of excited. Let's get started and cut to when he arrives. That's funny. Yes, Wagwan, what are you saying? Long time, man. Very good, very good.
Does it feel weird to see?
I know, big time.
Someone from
The
home.
man, the myth, the legend, the big man himself. You're taller than I remember.
Like,
Hold on. What were you saying? We're back up and
I
running.
was saying, I was driving through yesterday, and even though it was in the dark, I was honestly like, where am I? Like,
Yeah, I know, it feels
I
strange.
just see
Doesn't it?
skyscrapers all around, like really modern skyscrapers. And I don't know, the mountains and the bay. I've never been to California, but it almost like reminded me
Oh yeah?
of like how California would be.
When you were flying in on the plane, you were just seeing all like the lights
It's just
and
lights
everything.
everywhere.
And you were thinking, holy shit, I can imagine.
There was like lights an hour before.
But you were, just to give some context, you flew into Shanghai first, right?
Shanghai.
And you did 3 weeks quarantine.
3 weeks quarantine, a
was
weekend
that?
in Shanghai.
In a nutshell, how was that?
It was challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'd say it's difficult to kind of compare because like I've done a couple of weeks quarantine in the UK, but
Right.
you're in your own place and you have the freedom to like go outside. Whereas it's like you've just flown into a country and you're straight in the quarantine, and the only kind of sense of the culture you get is through the hotel meals.
Yeah.
Which one is like the only sense of culture is whatever I'm eating in front of me, which was interesting at times.
And the small interaction you get with someone in a hazmat suit.
Yeah, I mean, I was trying to learn Chinese during the 3 weeks, but the only time I could kind of try and use that was like when I'm getting temperature tested, like, oh, ni hao.
Yeah. Did they go, wow, ni zhongwen zhe me hao, your Chinese is so good.
But yeah, the quarantine it's definitely interesting, and I think the sense of kind of relief you get when you finish is just, it's like hard to put into context.
And it's now all just like, everything's bombarding you.
Of course. I think, like, obviously it's different coming into the country and having 3 weeks before you start to see anything, but at the same time, I don't think it's taken away from the cultural, like the cultural immersion you get straight away.
Right.
Like, I was in Shanghai for 3 weeks, but I didn't see much. And when I went into Shanghai, it was still super interesting. Like, it was really cool to be there.
So you spent 3 days in Shanghai, now you've landed in Shenzhen. You just said it feels kind of different. Can you pinpoint any way it feels different?
Like, obviously, I've been told it's developed in the past 30 years.
Right.
And it's a migrant city. And I feel that you can tell that. Like, it seems a lot more, I don't know, I wouldn't say multicultural is the word, but it seems like all the businesses and everything are so diverse here.
Yeah, Shenzhen is like the tech, it's like the Silicon Valley of China essentially. Yeah. And Shanghai is very international, but in terms of all different kinds of Chinese people in one city, it's probably Shenzhen is the one, because literally, like you said, it's actually only existed for 40 years.
Yeah.
And to think that there's all of this and like 13 million people that live here just in 40 years is pretty insane.
Before I was coming out here, I was working at the Lig and Arms in hospitality. And like people I was speaking to, they said Oh, you're going to Shenzhen? That's really interesting because like we used to go to Hong Kong a lot back in the day.
Oh yeah?
And like we remember when you'd go to Shenzhen for a day trip and it was like paddy fields and you'd drive in there on a dirt track to go
mad.
to Shenzhen.
So they must be talking like 1990s, maybe 1980s.
Yeah, they're talking 1980s, 1990s. And yeah, coming from Hong Kong to Shenzhen, and they said, yeah, you'll have a great time there because like we've seen how much it's changed and we've been there and it's super modern now.
Yeah, Hong Kong hasn't really changed that much in the past because it's such a small place. It's kind of similar to London in a way that all the buildings are quite old. And it's got a cool vibe. I mean, you haven't been there yet, right?
No, I hope so.
I haven't even had the chance to explore it that much because
Obviously
pretty soon
COVID.
after I came, it was not. We're not able to go to Hong Kong and come back. So I haven't explored it as much as I would have liked to.
Yeah.
But Shenzhen, literally, it's crazy. You'll find that things are changing like lightning speed. Like quite often, I would have gone to like a cafe or a restaurant, and then 2 weeks later, I want to go back. Oh no, it's a different thing now. Or there's like it's been demolished and there's a new building there. It is absolutely nuts.
Has it changed much in the 3 years then?
Oh, massively. When I first came here, I was living with my dad in Longgang, which is like an outer district. And when I came, they were just starting to build this new complex of like, it was a huge one of like 12 or 14 skyscrapers.
Yeah.
And within a year, people were living in them. Like 12 or 14 skyscrapers, and they were just starting to be built when I came.
It's like crazy. In the UK, like you see things have changed in the local area, but within a space of 3 years, it's like oh, there's a new housing estate with 10, 15 houses. Whereas I guess, like you're saying here, it's like 5 skyscrapers with thousands of people.
Right. Well, anyway, we're in Futian district right now. Sadly, there are a few cases here at the moment, so a lot of things are actually closed, and it's not as busy as it would be around this area as usual. But we'll go and find somewhere to chill or whatever, and check back in with you very shortly. So me and Ben, we had a little walk around the Coco Park, Futian area of Shenzhen before we headed to a craft beer bar to get a little drink and have a chat before dinner. A lot of moles in China, isn't there, mate?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Cheeky little welcome beer, lovely. Oh yeah! Baby, I will let you in. What word have I just taught you?
Gambe.
This is a guy's brand. We actually know this guy. He's a Canadian guy who owns this brand.
Oh, really?
Called Daniel Dumbrill. Shout out to you, Daniel. Beers are nice. So we're just chilling, having a little beer, having a little chat, catching up on the good old days, talking about society in China and how it feels about being here and stuff. And now, what we're going to go for?
We're going to go for a hot pot.
We are. You haven't had hot pot yet, have
Never
you?
had a hot pot. Really looking forward to it.
It's the first meal I had when I came to China. Actually, maybe the second meal when I came to China. But it was kind of it's a cultural thing here. So it'll be interesting to see what you think of it.
Looking forward to it.
We'll film it. We'll take the camera there. So we made it to the hot pot place, and you stay tuned until the end because we were feeling a little bit adventurous. You know, Ben's just arrived in China, wanted to try some new foods, and he got me roped into it as well. So you wait and see what we're about to eat.
Okay, I'll get some brain.
Oh my God, if you're trying it in your first few days here, I'm gonna have to try it, aren't I? This is actually my favourite thing about hot pot, to be honest. The fact you just get to make your own sauce however you want it. I do like this part. Gonna get myself some spring onion, you know how it is. Get myself some coriander.
That looks good.
Plenty of garlic. Is this garlic? I'm not sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Yeah, definitely. Plenty of garlic. Bash. Here's my sauce. Satay based. Lovely stuff. How was your first sauce making experience? Oh, here it is. Here it is. It's not heated up yet, so it looks a bit weird, but it will be soon.
There's the brain.
Oh, there's the brain. Yeah, lovely. My favorite. What are you reckoning so far to the hot pot experience then?
It's good. It's very good.
How are you with spicy food?
I'm good with spicy food, so this is spicy for sure, but it's good when it's at the level where it's spicy, but there's flavour that goes alongside the spice. Time for the brain.
Yeah, I've never eaten brain, and if you were to do that within your first week here, and I were to never tried it, I'd be shown up, so I'm gonna have to try it too. But yeah, as you may already be aware, it's not typically what we would eat in the UK, so it's kind of going to be a bit tough for me. I'm a little bit picky with food, so but supposedly it has the consistency of tofu, and I don't like tofu particularly because of the consistency, so not sure if I'm going to love it, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. But I better ask how long it's supposed to be cooked. I want to make sure that shit's well cooked. Don't want raw brain. Gosh, there it is. There it is. The almighty pig brain.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Wow! No way. Oh, you're making me feel better about it.
The consistency, it's like tofu, but almost like mozzarella.
Oh, okay.
I would say it's mozzarella consistency.
Oh, okay. It kind of looks like that. Just a bit of mozzarella. A bit of mozzarella. Oh. Just a bit of mozzarella, isn't it? You know what? It pains me to say that it's actually not too bad.
Oh, isn't it?
I'm glad I've had it anyway. Now I can say I've tried brain. I still need to try chicken feet though. Are you gonna get some more down you, are you?
Oh, I'm still plugging away at this.
Bosh. Anyway, that is us done at the hot pot experience, eating brain.
Beautiful.
And all that stuff. Anyway, Barrett, hopefully you've enjoyed this video with the big man, the myth, the man, the legend himself. I'm sure there'll be more of him to come on the channel in the future. Drop your comments down below, what you thought. Drop a like, always helps, and we will see you in the next one. For now, take care.
See you later.